2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Boston playing for the home crowd again tonight. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
Yeah, and they've just looked sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
And, Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple of years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
And here's Portland. Shot by Zeller, no good. Right side, Tatum. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Horford, no luck. Lillard outside. Unloads. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And so, the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And so Horford will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season. Left side, Brown. And it's Williams with the jam.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Pass to Zeller. Lillard outside. Hands it from downtown. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Oh, we just see this time and time again from Damian Lillard, a quality decision on the pick and roll.
Now that he's attracting so much defensive attention, Greg, Brown is routinely getting others involved.
And how about his assist numbers have skyrocketed? And it's really not surprising. His sole focus is doing what's best for the team.
And they pick up 2. He has 7.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
At the elbow, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And here's Smart after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. And the shot is good. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter of the game. A shot by Lillard, wide open. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Really as good as any passing big that we have in the NBA. Horford is a guy who can run an offense as a big.
Now, here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. Good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Outside, Horford. And a miss there on the triple. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Going inside. And it's sent back by Horford.
Swatted by Horford. In terms of defense, Al Horford up there amongst the top.
To the middle. Here's Zeller. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Zeller's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Now here's Lillard. We saw him with 39 points last game out. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Brown missing. And now Portland on the break from deep. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Here's Lillard. Back to Nance. Pass to Lillard. And another shot. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Nurkic with the block.
Boston foul.
Nurkic big and blocking.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Portland leading. And the injury troubles for Jusuf Nurkic the last few seasons, Brett. My goodness. Freak injuries, too. Just bad luck.
I feel like we've said that about the Blazers for about 30 years. And for Nurkic especially, just the broken leg, a broken wrist. And, you know, when he was in the lineup last year, Kevin, they were one of the best defensive starting fives in the game. With him being out, they suffered. Let's hope he has good health for the rest of his career.
Trailblazers leading by 5. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 15.
Well, compact and strong. Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Goes up with it again. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics made the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times over 4 seasons, but last season, injuries and COVID protocols knocked them down a peg. Ownership and management are patiently staying the course. But with their young star talent, this team still has room to improve from within. Guys, back to you.
Well, their upside in a lot of people's view remains. David, thanks.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
To the paint. Here's Nance. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Nance has got his first bucket of the night.
Used to getting pushed around a little bit, Larry Nance Jr. does a nice job of finding enough room to score.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
6 to shoot. Here's Nurkic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
280 pounds. I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
Here's Williams. No good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here is Lillard. 17 points in the game. And stolen by Horford. Williams with the ball. Now Covington defending. Brown. Good.
Assertive shot from Brown. Once he has the ball, he quickly makes a selection and commits.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard producing right now and finding ways to torch this defense, just filling up the stat sheet.
And at 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forward.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. He hits the second from the line. Celtics trailed by 11. To the inside. Williams gets the bucket. 14 points for Williams.
He is a budding prospect. I like whenever Williams shows that determination on offense, and it looks like he wants to just take over.
And that one's good. Lillard.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And here's Brown outside. No good on the shot. And it's Portland the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, what we saw in that game and what you see around the league is a questionable dependency on the triple.
Well, you have to be able to use the three-point line in some way. It's just such a weapon. In that game, it was just not there for him.
The three from Tatum. Outside, Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum's shot is off. Here's Covington. Some solid defense from Brown.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Fans, your Celtics dancer. All right, look who's coming on onto the court. Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Look who's coming on onto the court. Come on and get loud. Here are the Celtics dancers.
Brown outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Portland up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They're going to turn it over. I couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come
What's
back
going
from.
on with your
Well,
internet,
not
dog?
making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Lillard outside. He takes it in. And he elevates it to the slam. Cantor did not like that.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
Down low. Inside. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
There's Brown with the 3. They get it back. And they get it back. Back to Tatum. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Tatum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Here's Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Assisted by
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
And the list of players with multiple series clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs: Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
And it's good. 2 points. 8 points for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Horford has a wide open look. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, another big out there who can stretch the floor. Horford doing that now often.
Lillard from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter. There's Brown with the 3. Nance with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
The Trailblazers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Boston. They trail by 18. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Powell with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And Lillard gets double teamed. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers.
2 minutes
To stop the run. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And he gets it to go. Brown's got 5 now.
And guys, I don't think Brown gets enough credit for his toughness. This is a guy who never shies away from contact.
Back to Smart. The Celtics working the ball around now. Lays it up and banks it in.
Good combination of power and finesse by Kanter. Helps him finish strong through contact.
And what impressed me about Smart last year, and we're seeing it this year as well, his patience and precision as a playmaker.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. And the assist total show how far Smart has come.
Averaging around 3 dimes a year at the start of his career. He's now doubling that effort when given the minutes. Good sign for him and this team.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
The other impressive part about their offense tonight has been their ability to get inside off the bounce. Lots of points in there.
The first one falls.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And so Smart nails both of them. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Lillard. Kicks it out to Covington. Oh, good with the triple.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Nice work by Tatum. A better three-point shooter than many scouts thought he might be.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Well, hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Both teams deciding to change it up. One shot.
And for a guy who entered the league as a terrific free throw shooter, Damian Lillard is now among the elite of the elite from the stripe.
.27 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Nance. Lillard attacking. And he makes good on the layup. And that's now 33 points for Lillard.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Brown outside. For 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Trail. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Portland leading by 12. Lillard outside. Some solid defense from Brown.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Williams. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Williams has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Celtics. Lillard, right side. On the wing, Nance. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Williams. Left side, Horford. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Covington in the corner. Right wing. Lillard from outside. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 14 points here in the second half.
And defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Nance with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard looking around. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time.
That's his first
foul.
First team foul.
So it's Portland now. Out to the right wing. Back to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Nance.
Larry Nance
And it's
Jr.
good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Terrific at taking some initiative there on the inside portion of the floor was Larry Nance Jr.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Floats it up for Williams. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lillard on top. Here's Nurkic. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Brown. Banked in off the glass.
And you gotta respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
And Lillard gets double teamed. And it's sent back by Horford. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside Covington. And Lillard gets double teamed. Back to Covington. Inside. Kicks it out to Lillard. Driving to the basket. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Assist from
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
It's stolen by Brown. For the finish. And the dunk by Brown.
I love the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's seizing it without a second's hesitation.
Back to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
You have to be careful when Nurkic attempts those kinds of shots. He's very skilled at drawing contact.
And so he hits both. Celtics trail by 11. There's Brown with the 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Damian Lillard.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Boston again missing. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a 13-point game. And taken away by Brown. Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
What tenacity from Tatum, brushing off the contact and finding a way to his shot.
That's a 2 from Lillard. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure,